have lost their fun. Oh, my wounded affections. I know. Alright, anyways. Cool, we're live. The Scary Jokes. A band, an artist, Liz Layman. Should put a little bit on all my headphones. Hello, one reviewer person. Hold up. Okay, just the Scary Jokes. They're fun. They're cool. Hello, Yayon. How you doing? It's fun. It's cool. Is the emotional response to love. Anyways, so I'm going to talk about the Scary Jokes. Hello, PM Dolls. So I'm going to talk about the Scary Jokes for a bit, just because I can. It's a funky group. I'll say that. It's pretty funky. The 3 albums that they've made so far have how to describe this? There's a story. If there's one thing I love in good anythings, it's that if there's a story that you can latch onto and understand and dissect, I love that. Because then you can find out more. You can find out about the characters. You can find out about what might happen next. And in this case, it's definitely not what's going to happen next. This isn't lag. Yeah, it'll happen. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I just find it interesting. I find the whole thing of it interesting. Like you could figure out an entire person based off what music they listen to. And the Scary Jokes is that kind of music. You can find out what type of person someone is if they say they listen to the Scary Jokes. Now, could that mean anything? Probably not. Be right back. All good, Yayon. Probably not. Like it's like the stereotypes with, oh, I know what kind of person you are because of what music you listen to. It's like that kind of dealio. So it doesn't really mean anything. But it could. And the implications of that are really freaking epic. In my opinion. I think they're epic. Wait, are they a band? Yes, they are. Look them up. The Scary Jokes. I think it's cool. Personally. Just me. I like it. They spooky, they scary, and I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk about 2 out of the 3 albums because the third one deserves its own video, which is actually what I'm working on currently. If you did not know, oh geez, vines. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. So the first album they made, Bad at Math, released. I don't know what I'm bringing up. Bad at Math release date. Nolan Bandicamp, by the way. Really? Hardcover? Wait. What hardcover? Oh, no, not that. I wear my light on you. I'm listening to the album right now, actually. So if I start singing. 2014. Yeah. So, it was released... I thought you were telling Scary Jokes, though. No, I wasn't doing that. I was talking about the band, created by Liz Layman. One-person band. Well, not one-person band, technically. I don't know. It's just what I figured out, what I've looked up in my limited amount of knowledge. Anyways, Bad at Math. There is... Hello, welcome back, Aegon. There's not a story to it, but there is a theme. The theme... And I'll keep it short and sweet because it isn't anything too crazy complicated. I could just go off in each tick right now, which I am. It's about self-worth. The self-worth of the individual based off of another person. Not like the other person... Watch my words, because like could bite me in the back later. Based off of the self-worth of the character that we're listening through. Which I'm going to name Liz, because Liz Layman is the one who created it. So, sure. I don't know if there's actually any personal connection, but... I have no way of contacting, so who cares? A lot of people probably do. So anyways, the different songs go as follows. The Ren. I Want to Be the Moon, The Ren and Stimpy Show, The Daughter of the Fish and the Ram, I'm Too Shy, Bad at Math, Hello World, Poison Ivy Grows, Hold Yourself Tight, and Funny. I Want to Be the Moon. I Want to Be the Moon. I should start the album all over again. This is an emotional response to love. Ow. I have to listen to the lyrics again, sorry. Wanna be the moon. I wanna be the moon. Okay. I'll shine my light. So everything's gonna be alright. I wanna be the moon. I wanna be the moon. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Okay, I Wanna Be the Moon is gonna go into some other territory. Have you heard of 21 Pilots? Yes, I have. I Wanna Be the Moon. I'm gonna go on to that next. Ren and Stimpy Show. Liz, someone else. They chillin'. It's happy. They together. They chillin'. I thought there was light. That was weird. It's pretty funkalicious. It's pretty nice. It's pretty neat. Bomb. They have such similar taste in children's media. Daughter of the Fish and the Ram is exactly what I mentioned with the whole self-worth thing. It's about a story of a daughter of the... Wait, I could do this in Minecraft. Daughter of the fish and the ram said, I am what I am. What I am is a freak of nature. Daughter of the ram and the fish. Silly's had one secret wish, that someone would love her. It's the daughter of the fish. Oh no. Love someone with scales and horns. It's a story of the daughter of the fish and the ram. What? Yep, that's the name of the song. Daughter of the Fish and the Ram. Basically, there's this fish. There's this daughter of the fish and the ram. That's how they're described. She doesn't like the way she is, you know, being part fish and part ram. So she's like, hey, magic clam. Yeah, magical clam is like, hey, can you make me normal? And the clam's like, you know, I could change everything, but it won't make you happier. But okay. So the daughter of the fish and the ram, you know, became... No. She was able to go to the above world and stuff. And everyone's like, yo, why is this girl soaking wet? Because, you know, she was in the ocean and whatnot. So then she learns to accept, like, hey, okay, yeah, I'm weird. I dig it. You know, eventually there'll be someone, and that's it. That's the story. That's the story. That's literally it. Alrighty, this one's gonna involve some brain power of actually thinking of how to build this. So let me just know what to talk about. On my mind, I'll be fine. The sleeping out. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done all this stuff. Anyways, so the next song, I'm Too Shy. Take a good guess about what I'm Too Shy is about. Just they're too shy. They wish they knew what to say to you. I'm singing the lyrics as they go. Silly hope. What's the scary truth? I'm getting there. Sorry, I'm also playing Minecraft at the same time, thinking about how to build this thing. So, yeah, it's gonna... That there, at least. And then that there. I need to rebuild a tree from scratch. This is going to be quite a while video, because I'm building at the same time. You could be thinking, oh, why don't you just, you know, build separately? No. I could just hold completely still and just talk about it. and that I will hold completely still and just talk. I'm too shy, they're too shy. Bad at math. They're just saying how they're bad at math. And that's the first verse. Just, I suck at math. I suck at things in school. The second verse talks about another person saying, you're dumb, you're an idiot. And Liz realizing, hey, I'm not an idiot, but I'm still bad at math. Hello world, imagine it like you're waking up again. Like, let's say you died, and then you woke up. That's hello world, basically. If you want a good description of hello world, that's what it is. What are you building? Spoilers, BM dolls. Spoilers. That's hello world. Poison ivy grows. This one also catches my eye now because it involves plants. Interesting. I went to Social Bay and saw a channel named Art Bear and Eminem, and they say they know you. Yep, and they do. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that now. Sorry. Poison ivy. They hope poison ivy grows in someone else's garden. What does poison ivy do? It makes you really itchy. It makes you really uncomfortable. It makes you just hate yourself in the sense that just, it gets everywhere. And it just leaves you itchy and in pain. And the big lyric thing in the song is, I hope poison ivy grows in your garden too. Implying that Liz already has some poison ivy in her garden. Hold yourself tight. Just hold yourself tight. It'll be alright. And then funny. Funny is the big thing in this album where I'm like, no, this one is dangerously spooky. Lol, that was off topic. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm sorry. Just, yeah. Anyways. Funny. It's... This is dangerous. This is unbelievably dangerous. I see you. Out to the park yesterday. I went out in the middle of the night and I looked right onto the stage. And I raged. And I cried. Oh, what a funny joke am I. If you see me, please look away. It's not that I hate you, it's just that I'm funny these days. Ha ha ha. I drove the river today. I sat on the walks and I thought funny thoughts and I laughed and I laughed and I laughed and I cried and I tried not to think of my love as a punchline, but I knew that the truth would catch up with me sometime, and oh, what a funny joke am I. Oh, what a funny joke am I. The big thing to get from this album, at least musical wise, is that the beat is a repeat. It's a continuous repeating beat. So if you don't like that kind of style of music where there's a lot of crazy intense changes, then this one isn't probably for you. Funny is where our character, Liz, just frickin' breaks, cracks. There comes a point in every person where they can only take up so much stress that they crack and they break down. That's what an emotional breakdown is. But there comes another point where it's their fault, because sometimes emotional breakdowns isn't like entirely their fault. Like in this one, in Bad at Math, Liz mentions that that someone told her that she, wasn't that all good. But then, if it gets told enough, that'll eventually be the truth to them, and they'll believe it. They will believe all that fancy jazz that you told them, all the terrible crap that was said to them. They will believe it. It's not they could believe it, maybe this happens. Nah. They'll believe it. It's like if you tell a person that could see that they're blind, they will be blind, because that's just what they believe. That's just what jazz and so forth. Perfect. Actually, I could probably do this better if I think about it. Ooh. And that's pretty interesting. That you can do that to someone. You can make them think that they're awful and stuff, and then they'll eventually believe it. Now, that is rude. While me saying that does sound rude, that it's possible, it's still interesting. Like, it's awful. It's morbid. It's really, really sad. But, I mean, it's their reality now. So, what else are you to do? There's not much to do to help fix it. It's just it. There probably is something that someone else can do later, but once it's been done, how do you reverse the truth? That's what I mean by the scary truths. I don't mean truths as in, yes, facts, blah, blah, blah. I mean truths as in, what is the truths a person makes of themselves? Like some people are like, oh, everyone has inner demons. Yeah. What if your inner demons aren't lying to you, though, from your perspective? If you do this one thing, I could speak from personal experience, but I won't, because no, I really cannot. Let's say you do this one awful thing, and your inner demons, your evil version of you, is like, oh, you're awful, you're horrible, you're never going to get back from that. And if you believe it, and if you're the kind of person that can't really fight back against it, you will believe it. Unless you have a way to fight back. But if you don't, you will, and you'll believe that thing that said, oh, you're awful, you're bad, that you're actually awful and you are bad. And who knows? Maybe you'll actually translate to the real world, kind of like illusions and stuff. They're only real to you if you treat them as such. That's how illusions work and stuff. So if you treat that reality of like that bad thing being real, then it is real. It will be real to you. And that's what happened to Liz at that point. It's not technically her fault that all that stuff happened, but it is. All of it's her fault. Everything that happened to her is because of her. Because that's her truth. Want to learn more about this? Too bad, because we're going into the second album she made, called April Fools. This one was the first album I heard, because it was recommended to me on YouTube, and I really freaking love it. It was released in 2016 on April 1st. Freaking awesome. This one tells a story, but it doesn't tell a story. What do I mean by that? I mean, it tells a story in the sense that there is a story that is being told, but, like, there is no story being told. I have to check the playback every couple of seconds to make sure that I don't, suddenly go black out. Oops. Tinted glass. That would work so well. Maybe. I don't know. What does tinted glass do? Oh, yeah, that works so well. I have a better idea. What if I just put it even lower? Oh, does that look better or worse? I have no idea. What's part of the mystery? Yeah, it looks better. We know it should be down here. Nah, I like it better the other way. April Fools. Sorry about that, everyone. This is an album with a story about two characters named Rhonda and Anna. How do I know these names? in the demo for one of the songs, it mentions Anna, and in one of the actual songs that made it to the final end, it mentions Rhonda. So I'm just gonna assume that that's the names, and if not, then oh well. The story... Oh no, it might have crashed. That'd be bad. I do. Anyways, two characters, Rhonda and Anna. There is... how many songs in this album? 1, 2... there's Friends With You, Apple Pie, Feeling So Matrenchka, In a Bitter Syrup, Catabolic Seed, Icicles, Mannequin Drift, Blood from the Concrete, Night at the Movies, Pink Smoke, Pleasure Cruise, and Tonabee Tiles. 13 songs. The stream is lagging a little. I'll be right back. Alright then, I'm just gonna... oh, it's not even working. Fine. Alright, let's get this fixed. Alright, cool. Let's hope it's fixed. Refresh the page. Let me type that in chat. Refresh the page, please. 13 songs. Anna recently left an abusive relationship with Rhonda. In Friends With You, it talks about how Anna wishes they were friends. In Apple Pie, it gets a bit different. Boom. Apple Pie talks about the days back when she didn't have any friends. And she just, misses it. Just misses that little blissfulness of just nothing and the ooh, yay of finding someone who actually cares for you, or who quote-unquote cares for you, or whatnot, so on and so forth. It's working, yay! She says how she gets so bummed out when I think about how I'll always be too shy to say what's on my mind. I'm fantasizing all the time, and every day is always sunny. I'm sweet as syrup on your honey. And isn't it wonderful how you make me... sorry, just zoning out singing. Am I losing my mind or am I winning your heart? In the end, does it really matter? The answer, yes. Feeling so Matrenchka. Matrenchka is like a Russian... Can we have a hint of what you're building? Oh, I built the stage from Funny. I was just building... This is the stage I'm building. That's something else. You'll see. Sorry. In Feeling... A Matrenchka doll is like one of those... It's a Russian nesting doll where the... It's like... I'm gonna build a really scuffed Russian nesting doll. The reason why I believe it's called Feeling So Matrenchka, the feeling of a Matrenchka doll, feeling like you're being different. There's a different layer peeling away from you. Not that it's shown up, but peeling away. It's kind of spooky, kind of scary, kind of losing your mind. Am I losing my mind or am I winning your heart? Like this. See, it goes from that, then it goes to this, then it goes to that. Then it goes to that. Can I trust you have good intentions? Feeling so Matrenchka. That's that. Nothing much to say. Basically. What's the other bigger thing, though? Yeah, spoilers. You'll see. Just, there's not much to it. Anna is slowly losing her head. Like she's slowly losing it, slow and steadily. And she realizes this, but does she care? No, not really, because she's happy in the current moment. But then something happens in Bitter Syrup, which is the name of the next song. Let me try to recall what frickin' happens. Yeah, I think this is when the actual beep boop stuff happens. Slow whisperings in her head telling her different things about what's going on with the situation. It's like sinking in syrup, bitter syrup, angry syrup. Because you're mad. You're mad that you're slowly going crazy, and it was your fault again, but you don't care because things are going so well, right? Catabolic seed. Like devilish stuff. Evil, spooky. Oh, in the end of bitter syrup, there's a bunch of TVs that go off. That's important for another thing later. Ooh. It's a devil to do. Nope, I need dark oak. Hate and true don't come through like they used to. And catabolic seed. Anna's like, crying noises intensifies. Because things are getting worse. How are things getting worse? It's difficult to explain in person. Just listen to the lyrics. Listen to the album. I'll link them in the description at the end of the stream. Like I could do right now, which I will do right now. She's fallen in love with someone who doesn't care for her. Is that bad? Yes. Dear gosh, yes, that's so bad. Math. Meow, 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 meow. I made a silly mistake. That's that. That's like I said, there's not much to these. And that might be mean to say of Liz. Would you not get covered if you play their music? And I would definitely get copyrighted. I don't want to risk it. I do not want to risk getting copyrighted. And I will protect you, even if you won't protect me too. Hey, that sounds familiar. You'll see later in the album. It says in the song, I will protect you, even if you won't protect me too. Skipping ahead to Icicles, which is the next song on it. All these songs connect together because the ending syncs up with the beginning too. The TV screens going on with the scary jokes. Sorry, the TV screens of bitter syrup moving into catabolic seed. Catabolic seed having a slow build up to Icicles, and Icicles having a slow descent to Mannequin Adrift. And then actually, in fact, Mannequin Adrift also leading in to Blood from the Concrete. Icicles, how do I describe this in the easy way? But, math, don't even look at them at all. Their shallow observations are only April Fools. It's the process of change. If you want to change yourself to be better than you were before, to be more sophisticated for this person that you love, that already brings some red flags that I said. If you want to change yourself for the person you love, because you shouldn't have to change. Also, the video's probably going to start in the middle because I was listening to it. Like, I'm listening to it right now, so just skip to the beginning. Sorry about that. If you have to change yourself for someone you love, that's not necessarily a good thing. Spoilers. I can only be forgiven if I'm giving myself up to you. No, just to be released soon in a different video. Cool. So now, save. Perfect. You could actually see the video now. Not the video. You can actually see the kind of like you're feeling frustrated and confused every day about certain things from the past you don't want to happen anymore. Pavender, who told you? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All funny jokes. I was working on the description, so I wasn't really paying attention. These are actual music. These are actual songs, though. I'm not crazy. It's in the description. It's really fun. Trust me, they're popular in the animation meme community. I know this because I was really into it. Yeah. I mean, popular. There's one song. And I'm like, oh, there's so many better ones, though. Why would you choose Icicles? Icicles it's a good song. But it's also... Anyway, I'm so sorry. I'm just bouncing in and out. This was supposed to be a fully edited video, by the way. Like, this was supposed to have fun, funky edits. Different takes so I could redo mistakes. But no, because I don't have any of the materials. So I'm doing it on YouTube like this. So zippity-doo-dah. Icicles don't soften when they die. They sharpen. Soften when... Wait. I'm trying to remember the line. Icicles soften when they die. They sharpen into razors, into sabers, and they stab you in the eye. If you're going down freaking swinging. It's just a personal experience, Lamau. Well, we're on the same boat. How you doing, Pavender? Welcome to the Titanic, because it's going to end up sinking. Sorry, that got too personal. I'm sorry. Just, yeah. Mannequin adrift. Speaking of the Titanic. A mannequin, an empty just thing of a mimic of a person, just drifting off at sea, moving which way the sea or the environment tells them to go and toss around, like that. I will help you, I will help protect you, even if you won't help protect me too. Words spoken just a while ago. Frustrated and confused. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. Yeah, frustrated and confused. Let me finish the album so I could do a full roundup thing. Blood from the Concrete. Exactly what that entire thing's about. I'll be your pavement. Imagine in a highway. Let me build a highway. Imagine a frickin' highway. And when you're a highway and a bunch of cars right over you, that tends to hurt. Wouldn't you guys agree? I'd say that would hurt. Imagine that as people. Hey, yo, what's up, I Eat Orphans? Gosh, that name's funky. I swear to gosh. I Eat Orphans. Yeah, I had a feeling I knew it was you, Froggy. Oh my gosh, she's drunk. Yep. Internet. If you're a pavement, you're always being run over by the same person, that would tend to hurt. Except when there comes a point where you'll just... I'm drunk, by the way. Oh yeah, I know. Where you'll accept it. The words in the song describe that. Like, yeah, I'm going to be run over a bunch. I'm going to be used a lot by you. But like in the end, I don't care. That's the whole thing. It hurts. It's painful. It's wrong. But if it's what they believe is to be right, then it's not wrong. To them, is that right in any way, shape, or form? Frick no. That's awful. Like, jeez. Sorry, I Eat Orphans. It's a similar thing to yesterday, so you're gonna be really confused. Listen to the albums first, then come back to this video. If I can't be a good friend, then maybe I can be good pavement. Those words just scream of ouch. That frickin' hurt. I love it. I know it sounds weird to say that I love it, but like, the musical into this was pretty cool. I'm so sorry. This is a mess. A night at the movies. Originally, I wanted this to be like a viewing experience with peoples, but I can't really do it as easy as I hoped. So we're doing it like this. Night at the movies describe the character Anna. Imagine you're just not feeling too good. So you go out to the movies. A movie theater. It's just dark. There's not a lot to it. You're just in a dark screen with one thing in front of you. And even though you're alone, you know that something is seeing you. You should have this pit feeling in your stomach of someone that you used to love. Not used to. Someone who used to love you. Someone who you thought loved you. And then slowly it just turns and churns into, it hurts, but I need you. Because you said all the nicest things about me. Even though they weren't true, they were nice. They were kind. And yeah, I turned myself into an awful thing, but it was still nice to hear and see. Lyrics scream desperation for communication. I know. For connection. I know. It's so freaking cool. You get it. Yay. I wouldn't even bother running. If this guy came in and all the walls fell down, I wouldn't even bother running. You just accept it. Because she's not there anymore. Rhonda isn't there. In another song, I forgot to mention it, she mentions, Rhonda, how long will you wait for me with all the things of my shattered ego? At this point, Anna's already shattered. She's like Steven Universe. She's broken at this point. And she's trying to get adjusted to it, trying to, like, in the state of denial of, like, oh, no, I'm not crazy. No, only crazy people look in the sky and say, oh, isn't it beautiful? Oh, it must be delusional. Which is lyrics to Night at the Movies. The earth and the sky... The earth and the sky are pressing hard on my body. And yeah, Night at the Movies. I remember when I first heard this, I'm like, wow, that's awful. That's really not good. Just the sense of something in your stomach, something in your gut eating at you slowly and steadily until you just feel like a joke. You feel like a funny joke. You feel like it's all just a joke, all a big humorous gag. Froggy, he's reading the lyrics from 21 Pilots song. It sounds like self-depression with a bit of every single type of anxiety ever. Froggy, it's alright. It's alright. It's all just a big joke. And that's why I think the album's called April Fools. And yes, I had to get to this point to actually go through that deduction. I think that's why the album's called April Fools. Because, yes, all of this is, like, really sad and all depression, anxiety, all the basic freaking peeps of Gen Z sadness and all the crap people gives in and whatnot. You know, I'm not saying people don't take it seriously, but, like, I could tell you what's happening in my head. I could tell you what the frick's going on in my real life. But in the end, it literally doesn't matter. It's all just a big joke. And that's why it's called April Fools. What happens in April Fools? You play pranks until you tell jokes like you're depressed. If I say I'm depressed right now, it's just another big joke. It could be. I'll never tell you guys. I'll never tell the actual things that are happening. That's the whole point of this asterisk series that I'm giving. That's the whole point of what's in that room. That's the whole point of what I'm building here. I'm telling you something without actually telling you anything because I can't tell you. The next song in the album is called Pink Smoke. If you wanted to know the feeling of something eating at your gut, it wouldn't be like an alien, like the chest burster from Alien, like blowing out. It would be smoke. I know pink smoke is a thing for like anxiety, but when I was listening to the song, the feeling it gets, especially when you're in obsessive love with someone or something, that you just have to breathe out. It takes so much effort to breathe out because you're breathing in so much, trying to remember everything all over again. It fills my chest. I lose my breath thinking about you. I'm trying to get by without you because Anna doesn't have this pink smoke anymore. She doesn't have what kept her sane anymore. The pink smoke. There's nothing there anymore. Nothing. And it's awful for her. She's slowly going crazy. How are you supposed to deal with that? How are you supposed to gain any sort of semblance of what real life is? You can't. The pink smoke gets stuck in your throat and you slowly choke to death. When I say your name, my heart goes up in flames. It feels so very strange. It's freaking awful. It's so horrible. It's so horrifying. So what does Anna do? What do you do after all that? What do you do? Who knows? Who really knows? Like I said, the story tells a story. It doesn't tell a story. It tells a story. A story of the after effects of a quote-unquote abusive relationship between Anna and Rhonda. That's why I said the first couple songs, they don't matter, because they literally don't. They're just telling a specific experience. You see them across the street after the fact, and you get really nervous because you still have feelings for them, even though you know that you think they're rooted in something wrong. You know? Yeah, this, I am an expert in this kind of thing. Don't get me, you have no idea what I am good at. I am very good at one thing, and that's storytelling, and you'll learn exactly where I get it from, and you'll see. You'll all see. You'll all rue the day you doubted me. It is. You need to be happy again. After all that crap, after all that feeling of just not having it anymore, you need to take a pleasure cruise. You need to be happy. You need to sweep away all of your sadness, all of your hardships, and just feel happy again. You just need to feel happy. Isn't that what everyone says? Just feel happy. Be happy. How difficult is it just to smile? Just to smile at everyone you meet on the street. Just do a little smile. Wave a bit. Say hello. Hi. Share yourself around. Share your memories, your ideas on the ground. Like a street in blood on the concrete. Share people your dreams that you've given. The happy ones, not the sad ones. Hide those away. Kind of like Sayori in Doki Doki Literature Club. Exactly like that, actually. One of my favorite characters. Nope, the best one is actually Pretty Bones. He sounds crazy but swag at the same time. Thank you. I take that as a huge freaking compliment. You have no idea how much I take that as a compliment. And yeah, that's Pleasure Cruise. Tony B. Tiles. This song, for me personally, hurts so much. This will be my first time listening to it since the event. What is the event? Good luck finding out. In the end, you've already left. You've already moved on to a different location, trying to change the environment around. But if what the truths you say in your head are true to you, the truths of the scary jokes are true to you now, then they're true. They're real. They'll follow you to the ends of the earth, all the way from here to Tony B. Tiles, which is a real place. What is Tony B. Tiles? Let's look it up together, because I still don't actually have a full grasp of what they are, and I've always wanted to do it on stream. Tony B. Tiles is a few hours sleep. Is a message of unknown origin found embedded in asphalt streets of 24 major cities in the United States and 4 South American cities. Since 1980, several hundred tiles have been discovered. They are generally in the size of an American license plate, though roughly 30 by 15 centimeters, blah, 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 blah. Some more elaborate... Tony B. idea in movie 2001 Resurrected Dead on Planet Jupiter. Some more elaborate tiles found cryptic political statements or exhorted readers to create and install similar tiles of their own. The materials used for tiles is initially unknown, but as evidence has emerged that they may be primarily made of layers of linoleum, asphalt, crack filling, compound. Articles and tiles began appearing in the mid-1990s. The references may have started to appear in mid-1980s. The Baltimore Sun. No. Something. Salt Lake City, Utah. That's all over now. I'll walk up with you into the blue. The big thing to focus on. I'm processing so many things right now. I'm sorry. Were you Okie Dokie 2? You into Doki Doki 2? Yeah, it's a fun game. I haven't played it, but it's fun. The ending with Tony B. Tiles is the big thing I want to focus on. There was a traveler who said he had all the answers, but he came from Jupiter. But he was from Jupiter and was only an amateur. Hey, Tony B., we just learned about that. Ha ha ha. It was ending like literally the last couple seconds. Overlapping voices going over each other saying, gee, it's nice to spend some time alone. It's plenty of space and all the time I need. I should really get myself figured out. And each of the voices overlap with each other over and over and over. Just be happy, right? So what if you infest yourself with that happiness? What if you infest yourself with that toxic happiness? What will happen if you infest yourself with something that it's the base of good, but it's bad? It's really bad. All right, you know what? You guys want to hear? You guys want to hear about the last album, or would you like to save it for another video when I'm done building this and every other different things involving this? Because the last album does involve this. Do you guys want to hear it now or later? And I'm being serious. Like, I will share it now. Okay, Joker Chill, this is kind of creepy. Hey, it's what it is. Save it. I want to do my research. All right. All right, save it. How could one be happy if they are suffering? Have I got a show for you? Later. Hey, Ladybug 500. Oh, this is so awkward because it's literally the... Okay, it's... In the fullest. Okay, it's literally this next album. This is going to have to be a part 1. Are you freaking kidding me? This next album... Confused but interested. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. I was really nervous about making this video because the Scary Jokes. It is my favorite band, I'd have to say. Like, favorite than Weird Al, favorite all that. I didn't know Weird Al's a really weird option to give, but I was practically... I was born in the Weird Al. I was born in darkness, baby. Like, freaking Weird Al's my jam. But like the Scary Jokes, just the there's so much crap going down. I'm gonna just say, holy crap. Alright, now I'm gonna do a little sum up of everything. Of the scary truth to the Scary Jokes, the whole gist that I was getting at, you know. That I said I would. The scary part, the scary truths that the Scary Jokes give is... You know, excluding the last final album, which I will not include in the description until I've actually made the video, so, you know, people in the future could actually make sense of what the frick I'm talking about. Nah, frick it. Just look it up. Just look it up. If you want to do the research, look it up. If you don't want to do this research and see just, like, my perspective on the entire thing, then just wait for, like, I don't know, when I'm done with this. Hopefully it should be done before August 8th. The reason why I say that is because that's my brother's birthday. And if you guys don't tell him happy birthday on August 8th, I will literally go to all of your houses right now and just smack you in the face. Anyways, sorry. The whole gist of the Scary Jokes is about love. Love. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Love. First one, self-love. Second one, dangerous love, spooky love. Love based out of personal hate, which also goes into the whole self-love thing. And the third one brings a different type of love to the field, which is one I am an expert in. Because if you saw yesterday's video, humanity is depressing. Yep. Like, it's... Oh, okay. Being completely honest, this is something I have studied, not listened. I don't listen to music. I study music. I'm a freaking genius, okay? Like, I have studied these 3 albums so many times that expressing it in words is not literally possible. When you were doing the second stream, wait, the Scary Truth. I love how that is scary. When are you doing the second stream? The Scary Truth is love. How is that scary? When are we doing the second stream? When the whole entire set is done. It's difficult to explain, but like if I could sum it up in one word, it would be love. Because the first one talks about self-worth, self-love, and how Liz, the supposed main character of it, or just the character that I'm using as a name for, doesn't feel it in herself. She told herself all these bad things that they eventually became true. The scary truth is that she didn't love herself, that she felt like she wasn't deserving of love. And because of that thing, you should start a podcast. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Like, that's what kind of this was supposed to be, but I decided to play games. Like, the truth that you make, reality is based on your perspective. You know, what is real is based off of... I need to fix my headphones. Reality is based off of what you see and what you feel. No one else can externally change that for you. They can't Doctor Strange, Thanos, Reality Stone, Mysterio change your reality for you. The only person that can do that is you. People can influence you to change it, but they can't change what you see or feel. It's based off of how thoughts are sins. I should be laughing at that. It's based on what you feel and what you are. Let me go in center stage just to frickin' eat the spotlight. Oh, I can make a what's it called? I can make a stand. I can make a what's it called? A Microphone pole, yeah. Why can't I? Oh, probably because another brick watch. It's gonna be just because. Oh, it's gonna be because it was another brick watch. Ready? A what? All right, cool. Anyways, that's the whole gist of the album. I cannot describe it because it's a thing that should be heard through music, through visuals. The big thing, the reason why I'm building in Minecraft is because I literally cannot animate it. I cannot animate what I see because I cannot draw that well enough. I have to be able to do things that aren't possible in my own personal skill set, and I don't know how much time I have left before I literally forget all this because I'm losing my mind. Alrighty. April Fools. I treat my trauma like a tool to access all my thoughts and feelings. Bingo! That's another good way of describing all this. Using it as a tool to describe other things. Like the music. If you ever want to describe how you feel and you don't know how to describe it with words, what do people do? They sing a song, like in musicals, like about love and about positive things. You don't really hear it about negative things, about the things that they're going the crap through, unless you've heard Les Mis, which I haven't. Heck, there's a whole thing on Hamilton too. I studied the whole thing with Say No to This because I found it really fascinating how just the simple little words, little like, oh, they could say it this many times and like that's it, to probably follow the musical standards, but like the way it works and actually mix into things that I do know and like about situations like certain events and things, no spoilers because that'll be a video on its own later. The way it connects and links in together, I find that so cool. Anyways, scary jokes. April Fools. April Fools. I just bottled up mine and it ain't healthy. Don't bottle up yours. I'm doing this to avoid bottling up. Because if I bottle it up, then it'll be stuck in my head forever. And there'll be no one else. Because once it gets bottled up, it's like a boiling pot. It'll boil over until eventually no one can help you. And I do mean that in the full sense. There comes a point where internal stress builds up and no one will be able to help you. Just like Anna in April Fools. She treats it as a joke, like Liz at the end of Bad at Math. They treat it as a joke because that's what it is. A joke is tragedy plus time. Eventually, at some point, you're going to laugh at yourself for being so dumb, so silly, for just being sad when you can just be happy. And you try to be happy. You try so hard. You smile, you laugh. You find things that are fun. You do things that are fun. You hang out with people who are fun, and you smile, and you go back home, and you're all alone, away from all the spotlights, all the lights, the cameras, the actions, the stars. You're away from what you're good at. What you think you're good at, when all you're good at is just hiding. Spoilers to the next album. Yeah, sorry. I really want to talk about the next album, and I also wasn't like trying to diss on you, Pavender. I went with your statement, and then slowly tread into back to scare jokes. I did not mean to offend you. If I did, I am very sorry. I feel weird sometimes just because my only friends are people I don't know online. Hello, hi, yeah, same. But yeah, I am sorry if I offend. It's hard to open up because bottling up things is a coping mechanism, but of course it isn't healthy. Yes, coping mechanisms. Coping mechanisms. Both of them did things. Personally, I have this problem where I am never self-conscious or aware, and it scares me. I can't control my thoughts. I think it's okay, but it's not. I can't realize it. It's like two faces. I try to. I do talk about it. The third album, dude. It's all right. Hey, I just want to be sure, okay? Because this is really intense stuff. This stuff, like you've said, bottling up. This stuff I've been bottling up since 2019. It's been 2 years, and I've been wanting to make a video on it since 2019 because I found it so fascinating. In fact, there's another band that I really want to do, but it might take a lot longer to actually make because of bottling up things. because of dogs. Do you talk about the third album? Do you guys want me to talk about the third album now and then like give my visual representation later, or do you just want the full thing in one video? I want everyone to comment who's watching right now to do this because this is very important. Like this will be the decider if you will see me full nerd out or just not. Well, you guys are doing that. I'm gonna keep building. But yeah, seriously, comments down below. Oh yeah, my tree, my freaking tree. Full thing. Okay, we have one vote for full thing. Like full thing now, and then later I'll do the whole sets and stuff with it. Okay, so I'm listening to a different Scary Joke song right now, one of the demos, and I just hear this guy, huh? Full thing, okay. Okay, 2 votes for full thing. We got 4 viewers currently. Be nice. Oh, I try to, and then continuing. Be nice, but being raised with no help isn't a good way. Isn't a good way to never treat it. It causes depression and bad habits. Interesting choice of words. And bad habits. I can't ignore people who hate me. I do something wrong, I know, but I feel sorry. I can't get rid of it. I know what you mean, Froggy. Also, I'm not sure if you... I sent you my Discord thing on a past comment. Just wanted to take that because I know you've been asking. But I know what you mean, Froggy. I know... You had to choose those words. Damn it. That's really good. I have a good family life, but I'm a nerd at school, so as you can see. Froggy, I think you're the... Okay, so... Froggy, you're the last vote for full thing, or save it for later? Or I guess, since majority vote, I guess. I'll share the full thing, but if you want to hear the full thing with this included too, because I will recap the third album in this video, then yeah. But I do know what you mean, Froggy. It's a hell and a half to go through, especially when you actually gotta go by. Bye, Ladybug. Bye, Ladybug. Thank you for joining in. But it is a hell and a half to deal with, to always remember every bad thing you've done. And it's even worse. You may think that you'd want to forget all of it so you could have a little restart, but save it. What does IG mean? I have no idea. I legit don't know. But they're just bottling it all up, and then eventually you may think, oh, if I forget about it, it'll be better, but it's not. It won't be better. Trust me. Hello, how you doing? Things will eventually get better, but who knows? It'll take a long while. Way longer than you'd want it to. I don't know the specific circumstances that people go through, but like, worst thing about being empathetic is you're empathetic. You remember other people's hardships, and it sucks. And you see things that you don't really think are there. Go crazy. Either is fine for me. Save it. Alrighty. Oh, I really want to nerd out though. Ah. Alrighty. I will save it then. I shall. I'll save it. Sorry, I'm just blanking out. I'll save it. Either is fine for you. Okay, I'm really deciding. I want to appreciate things, but it's just so hard. I want to be active when someone tries to force me. I lose motivation. I never had the best family life, and I have a whole other life online. Yeah. You can go all out next time. Or, sorry. Sorry. It'll be alright. I don't really know what else to say. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. One thing I've never been good at is advice, because in order to be good at advice, so to speak, is you got to make sure to follow it on your own. But if you don't follow your own advice, then what's the point of actually giving it? Swag building, thank you. I'll go out next time. I'm going to keep working on this building. I'm currently listening to a bunch of different demos that Liz Layman has done. They're pretty interesting. I really like it's. How to describe it? I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's one of those things again where it's difficult to describe because it's not an emotion. It's a series of emotions and events, a time frame in real life that is really like impossible to explain, I guess. And you try your best. I'm gonna do some research. Aye, you have fun. You have so much fun. Oh, I hope you have so much fun. I will. I'm not even going to name the third album. But yeah, the demos, you got... Especially the demo titled Lonely. It's so heartbreaking. Heartbreakingly good. Whoa! Music-wise... I'm not going to be mean. I'm not to be mean. Music-wise, it's nothing too revolutionary impressive for the first two albums. Except for like the ones I see as revolutionary impressive would be, let me actually look. It's only an April Fool's. Is that can't be good. Apple Pie, Phil and Soma Trenchka, Blood from the Concrete, Night at the Movies, Pink Smoke, and Tony B. Tiles. And Pleasure Cruise too, I guess. I didn't say the main four because I've heard those so many times that I've kind of gotten sick of them, but I'm not going to say that because, yeah. I love all the songs. But the ones, if I had to listen to and repeat for the rest of my life, would probably be those for April Fools. I can't talk to people in real life. I just get nervous. I have one true friend, but that's it. And that's good. Now we have one friend. One. One is better than none. You're currently doing better than, like... There you go. You're currently doing better than, like... I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know. But you're doing better. Is there a freaking sheep eating my crops? Oh, that will not stand at all. I'm sorry. I need to kill some sheep. Frick off. Does that look good? Yeah, it looks decent. Alright, cool. Oh, I have to work on redstone. Sorry, I'm thinking a bit more of what to say next, but I have no idea. The poor sheep. Hey, I need this to be mob free. This is really important to keep this all green. Sorry, I had something in my throat. I had a... Think of a pun. Oh, Pink Smoke. Oh, that's a bad pun. Oh, and if you're wondering too, all these signs that you saw in the last video I did, rip that sheep, all the signs here, all this stuff I made, fully 100 freaking % relates to the third album. All of this is about the third album, and if you can guess it, you're gonna get a free cookie. I need to work more on the thing. All right, let me get some redstone. I like this when it's always ticking. It makes me feel happy. If you're wondering, this is the spawn. Why? Oh, I did it wrong. It should be here. There we go. I probably should just get rid of that. I'm just going to keep it to this. This is the spawn point, by the way, if you're wondering. Anyways. What was I saying? Yeah, scary jokes. Spooky, scary jokes. The different demos that Liz has made have been they've been fun. They're fun. Those are the ones that I've found. Lonely, Margot, Mind Contorted, Vertigo, which is, I'm not sure if I already mentioned that one, which is currently like still one of my favorites. Actually, I have a playlist of it. Valentine, What Am I? It's they're sad. Don't get me wrong. They're really sad. Oh, losers get burned in the fire. Gives me vertigo. Keep coming back for more. Sitting out on the floor. I should technically end the video because I'm done and I'm just wasting time. But I'm just listening to music on stream. What do you call a dog with no legs? What do you call a dog with no legs? I was gonna say bark, and I was gonna say Matt, but that doesn't make sense. I can't ignore. Down the door. A dog with no legs. A log. Jeez, what the heck? Doesn't matter. We call me. He's not coming. What the frick? Oh my goodness. That's fricked, but I like that joke. So what does that say about me? No, that's a good one. That's a goodie. Oh my. Hey, welcome to the awkward stream. There is nothing normal about this stream. Freaking me starting off with singing just because I can, and then just the entirety of just Pixelum, you good, fam? You good, fam? You guys want to know my real name? Dark humor. You guys want to learn my real name? Just an asking question if you guys want to. Please say yes so I can just yell, no way, Jose. Okay. My real name will be... not my real name. The name I prefer, I guess. Captain... I couldn't think of anything else. I just thought of Captain. What the frick? Sorry. Just... oh, shoot. What the heck? That's not supposed to be there. Oh, yeah, my joke. Frick, no. I'm not gonna share it. That was the joke. Because... that's the thing. I literally don't know. I really have no idea. Like, this is all so new. Scary jokes. I need to focus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just did that for a dumb joke. Perfect. That looks pretty. I'm sorry. How did you come up with Pixelmaster 35? So I was in 4th grade, and I'm like, I like that name. Pixelmaster 35 sounds really cool. I can make a Minecraft series called Pixel's Kingdom. That'll be like the cool whole gist of the channel. You ever notice how there was never a Pixel's Kingdom? Okay, weird fellow. Right back at you, big guy. Anyways, yeah, there was no Pixel's Kingdom. Pixel's Kingdom was supposed to be a project with my cousin and I. But it never happened. We never got around to doing it. We eventually just stopped being, I guess, the friend cousins, more of just, your cousin. It sucks, but that's what happened. Shall... It's a shame. Bad things happen. Not bad things, but just things that aren't fun, things that aren't preferable, things that you don't want to happen, but they happen anyways, just because, why the frick not? Just because the universe is like, hey, this is going to happen next, and you're like, oh, I guess that's going to happen next, and then when you actually try to fight back, it doesn't really matter in the end, because it already happened, so what are you else to do? Except just sit there and accept it, because that's what you do. You just accept it. Lavender, what is my AQ? Nope! It's pronounced Pavender. You goofy goober. But yeah, scary truth of the scary jokes is that the truth is what you make it. Reality is whatever you make it to be. And if it's not a good reality, then you're not going to have a good reality. It's as simple as that, kinda. And yeah, it's a shame. And glue, maybe? Nice. It's a shame when that happens to you and it's your fault. And the only person that could get you out is you, but at that point, can you trust yourself? Can you trust anything? Can you believe in anything, anyone, in reality? You aren't you asexual though? Hmm. I know Pavenders. Right? Did I build this wrong? I didn't. I did it. Did you do something to it? Oh yeah, because then I put a... What did I do? I put this. No, not that. I put... Did I put the... What did I put? Sorry. I needed the... Y'all have fun in the comments. I need to think about how I did this. Margot. Oh, Margot. How do you know? Does anybody know? Wanna be in there with you? A woman has one-story apartment that's a red walls, red chairs, red color. What are the stairs? Red! You can't trick me that easily! Yeah, I don't know what the mean is. White version, you mind there. No, it's just a story apartment. Yeah! Yeah, I cannot be easily tricked, Dr. Manhattan. Don't know why I said that name. I don't even know Dr. She doesn't understand. Yeah. Yeah, decent. And then I'll do this, and then we put... Will I kill him out? Brick wall or dark oak fences? Scary truth of the scary jokes is reality is what you make it to be. And if you can't change it, you can't change it. And you're kind of stuck like that for good. So do your best to change it. And if you can't, then I wish you the best of luck. There you go. That's it. I'm wishing you the best, though it doesn't really mean much because, you know, this is a digital screen. I could be not real. I could be an illusion. More of wishing the characters luck. Specifically in the next album, which I'll explain on a later day. Hashtag Pixel is drag queen. Not drag queen. Not drag. Just queen. Praise me. Yeah, for now, that is the end. That is what I've got. I tricked you, Pixie. You thought you were so smart. Nope. What? That's impossible. What have you done? Very track. No, do not spread this hashtag around. Yo, one of my favorite pieces of fan art you gave me. One of my favorite pieces of fan art is the one you made. It made me smile. Alright, this one, it'd be more of a gray, so I need a gray. There were no stairs. You said they were red. Did I? Frick! I'm a fool! I've been played a fool! No! I like gold. The maid dress one. Yeah, the maid dress. Woo! Remember we hit a certain amount of subs, I'll get the maid dress. Woo! I should remake that. Yo, freaking, I should do that. I should make that a thumbnail. I should make that these thumbnails. I should make thumbnails. Oh, if you're wondering, this mansion thing isn't necessarily it was gonna be the full thing, then I'm like, nah, it was built incorrectly. There are some things that aren't right. So this is only gonna be for 2 scenes. Maybe even just 1 scene. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's fine. Because this will get... Okay. Yeah, Pavender, do you even see that fan art? You should have, because it's freaking awesome. Alright, let me just build a thing over this. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it made any sort of semblance of sense to you guys. I really hope it did, because this is a huge experiment, because, you know, today was not a good day for me. Today was really, really awful. I woke up with the best nightmare there is. And by best, I mean worst. Like, the best of the worst. No? You didn't enjoy it? It's just a sketch, but yeah. Oh, no, I mean, no, you haven't seen it. Derp. But, sorry, but, sorry, today was not a good day. I'll be honest, this day was utterly awful. What did I do wrong with this? Oh, I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. Have you guys seen The Office? Yeah. Now it's just a chill stream. Now it's just a chill. You guys can keep talking. It's tragic. The whole scary joke story. The whole stories that it has. I don't know if there's actually any semblance to it. Hashtag Pixels Drag Queen. I'm not gonna lie, I cried during this. I'm sorry. What color bear is best? Battlestar Galactica. There's... Oh, no. I imagine... I don't know what to say. You guys have fun in the comments. Mother gosh. Because I have to say I'm a little concerned for you. It's... Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Black Bears. Yeah, because Black Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Imagine a story. Imagine a story that took over 10 years to make. Over 7? I lose track of the number at this point. A story that took so long to make. You had plans of getting it finally out. And then you can't anymore. It's not a phase, it's a lifestyle. Hashtag Pixels Drag Queen. I better see some good fan art of that, man. I'm just saying. I need to hold up. I need to think. I need to think. Oh yeah, that is definitely a way to think. A story that took over 10 years to make, and it shows when you finish with the story, you realize, oh, it's a mirror. I made a story that's just a mirror. Depending on who it tell it to, the mirror, like shooting stars. I guess. I don't know. Like, no matter who I tell it to, it'll always be in this way. It'll always be in this pattern, this fashion, this light. But it'll reflect them. It'll purposely reflect on something on my knowledge of them. If it's a stranger, I'll be as vague as possible. If it's someone I know personally, I'll be less vague as possible. If it's someone I love, then I will tell them everything. And that's what I did with the story. And now... It's difficult to explain. It's something in the building over there. Something in the building over there. Even now I don't even wanna... You know, frick it. I could use a wish right now. You don't have to answer, but how are you? Alright, everyone, y'all, I'm going to explain the third album. If you do not want to see... I'm just going to write this in the comment section. Old wish right now. Yeah, it's a song. I will be explaining the third album because, yes, if you don't want the full... I need it. No, it's late for me. I can't do this tonight because I have to do... It's... Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't do it tomorrow. I can't do it anytime recently. Oh my goodness. Oh, I need to think about this. I need to think about what to do. Let me read the third album explanation. Alright, I'm going to explain the third album right now. I'm going to grab some things in order to do that. And then, yeah, there will be no gameplay on screen. Because I'm going to be doing, yeah. If you guys want the full story thing, that's going to have to be in a long while later. There's going to be no gameplay. Because I'm going to also be doing something else. Because I'm running out of time in the day. So instead, I'm going to give you guys something fun to look at. What's something fun to look at? Do you guys just want to look at this? You guys are just going to look at this. That's alright. Alrighty, cool beans. You guys are just going to stare at this for the next, like, hour. Or however long this takes. Hopefully not an hour. Cool. All right. Let me grab some things. I don't know how long they've been in the sitting thing. I had to grab something. Hello? Guys, are you there? Hello? How long have you been staring at this redstone clock for? Hello? Oh my gosh. ADHD is satisfying. Okay, like really bad. Don't know why. Have you seen BoJack Horseman? Can you pretend that airplanes in the night sky they shoot? Oh. Reading no reading coffee will improve your uptake. Have a freaking cupcake. And must you bring a boy? Time to write poems. Don't be scared to show the festival's days away. You can help with baking, or we better making, and I'll walk home alone today. Maybe we're friends, maybe we're more. How can he love a simple girl next door? That's just not the type he's looking for. Hey, so how are you doing? Okay. I'm having a difficult day. I'd say you seem pretty lonely. I wish I could make her grin. All she wants are things back the way they've been. She's depressed and stressed and she's feeling blue, so I don't want Sayori hanging around you. Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica. Can't join the literature club. Wait, what about what about Zero? Who? There's no one here named that. Manga is my passion. Don't you dare be bashing. The writing's got finessed. Maybe you should borrow these until tomorrow. Were you looking up my dress? Let's go read a story. What about story? Let's talk about me instead. I'm learning piano and I sing soprano, and I can't get you out of my head. Can't look away, can't help but blush. Where did I get this overwhelming crush? It's sharp as a knife and twice the rush. Yo, there's something I think you should know. I've never seen Yuri so sane and chill and still kinda sweaty, and I don't mind cutting to the chase. I'm in love with you and your gorgeous face. That's a sentiment I can't allow. So my dear friend Yuri is getting the point now. Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica. Could you have guessed? Maybe you knew. Noski is next. I'm deleting her too. We don't need cupcakes or poems or tea. I only need you to love me. And then it's like, wow, you're sure taking advantage of the free verb trial. Ooh, hey, there's no one else in our way. So look at me and just say right here, my dear, that you love me. And we'll sit here till the end of time, 'cause I've earned this and you're finally mine. And I'm sorry what you had to see, but it no longer matters, 'cause now you belong to me forever, 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 forever. Burning is like, hey, well, look what the cat dragged it. You're still in the literature club? Of course, I'm the president after all. Hey, Sarah, who's your new friend? It's the club newest member. I'm guessing that's not set in stone. This time, I think it is. Frick you too, Nowski. And it's like, oh, really? That's really nice. And then it's just Sayori, 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 just Sayori. How do my neighbors feel about me? They can't hear me. Actually, no, they do hear me scream, and they're like, so what are you doing? And I'm like, I record YouTube videos. And they're like, oh, okay. Like, it's like, oh, that makes a bit more sense. And I'm like, really? Oh, wait, how do I do this? Oh, because what is happening right now? I'm singing! Oh, how do I do this? Oh, I know. Perfect. So, anyhow, I don't know what's going with that. You guys ready to talk about the next album? Woo! Alright, the third album by the Scary Jokes is by far the biggest monster I have had to face with Liz Layman's work. I kid you not, this crap took me so freaking long to actually understand what the crap was going on and be like, oh, not this crap, this... Yeah, sorry, I was singing a song by Random Encounters. Look it up. Let me... And yeah, okay. This has been the biggest monster I have ever had to face because it is so confusing. The album I am talking about, I'm guessing musical, Be More Chill. Yes, I have. I have not seen the musical. My sister has, though, and she's been trying to get me to watch it. I will eventually, when I have time. I'm sorry, but I will eventually. Alrighty. I want to, though. Don't get me wrong. I want to see it along with, what was it called? K through 12 by Melanie Martinez. I want to do that on stream. So I am going to do that. Oh, that's what I could do for tomorrow's stream. Perfect. I wish I have pimples. From far away, they look like freckles, and sometimes chicks are into freckles, so just use that to your advantage, I guess, or whatever. Just take that as you will. I don't know how you're supposed to take that. Alrighty. So. Yes. Yay. People know. Alrighty. Alright, let's do this. The third album by the Scary Jokes. Have you listened to Cry Baby? Yes, I have. Okay, before we get at the Scary Jokes. Yes, I have. Freaking awesome. I gotta listen to it again. I can't talk to girls. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to respond. It's just try anyways. Nothing will go wrong because yeah. But yes, I should do that too. I should listen to that on stream. Well, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I can't because I am closeted, so they think I'm a girl myself. Oh, I can because I am closeted. I resonate with Dollhouse so much. Oh my freaking gosh! I might need to change the name. Of course, they're getting a girl, and my friends scream that I liked her throughout the entire cafeteria. Well, that's... Oh! You're talking at 1 p.m. Hello, Kaliash Bayan. Screamed. Hello! Welcome to the chat. So this is awkward. We got someone here, y'all. Yikes. Yeah, that is I don't know how to respond or how to help with that. That's why he's picking Froggy. Froggy, you don't why would you? Okay. All right. Welcome, Kaliash. Kaliash? Welcome. We're talking about the Scary Jokes. If you wanted to get to the first two albums, go up ahead. Right now, we're talking about Melanie Martinez and Crushes. Well, specifically PMs. Just thumbs up. I don't know. Wait, raise Rogie. Just okay. Everyone, gather the class. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. 1, 2, eyes on you. Okay, cool. Well, let's gather it all back up. Because that we gotta. Gosh dang it. We got Scary Jokes time. Guys. Get. Just. Okay, cool. All right. I'm pressing play on my headphones so I can hear it at the same time. The first song in the Scary Jokes album, Burn Pygmalion, A Better Guide to Romance. For the synopsis of it, it's superstar Janine falls in love with superstar Sylvia falls in love with journalist Janine, and vice versa. That's a freaking understatement. As you see, all this is the entire story, the entirety of the album. The songs in there is Community Gardens, which I'm listening to right now, Death Thrice Drawn, Do You Believe Me, Janine, Pygmalion, which I will explain later, Starstruck, Your Vicious Kin, Admire the Architecture, Sylvia's Just a Dying Fad, Janine, You're a Tragedy, Emotional Vagrant, Sleepyhead, Wrath of the Termite King, No Leverage, No Pleasure, Crush Down Soda Beach, and Bets Against the Void. In this little setup that I have right here, there's two representations for each character. Red is Sylvia, green is Janine. Because in the album cover, and if you look it up right now, that is what those two characters. Get a little idea. There is 5 different arcs happening in each point. Not arcs, 5 different points where there's a significant plot point happening in them. There is featuring Louis Zong, which is the first one. The starting line, Sylvia's Descent, Janine's Descent, and The Most Unstable Love There Is. Remember what I mentioned earlier? Featuring Louis Zong is the only section here that it has it in, which is Community Gardens. Community Gardens, in the album, I'm just going to talk about the album story, not my perspective, but just the album. In the album, it's... Let me put on my other headphone. It's just... I guess... It's a single. It was a single released... It was also released January 1st, 2019. Like, it was on New Year's. This one was a single released a couple months or weeks ago, before the album's actual release. So technically, it's not a part of it, but technically it is. Where you can get it, it's Sylvia singing about love. How so? Listen to the album. No, I won't do that. This is the best streaming thing you've ever done. Thank you. It's the most emotional stream I've ever done. Actually, no, that's a lie. I've done a more emotional one. I actually cried in one of them. Just to set up, like, hey, full disclosure, I am a monster, a creature of despair, but that should not be a cause for concern. Other people who are like me will get me, because when everyone's in a state of despair, no one's in a state of despair. And yeah, that's that one. The next one, Death Thrice Drawn. This one has by far the... This one has by far the best introduction. Hold up, wait for the... Just, this is the streamline from Community Gardens to Death Thrice Drawn. And I will show it, and I don't care if it gets me sharp strikes. I'll do the whole stream again if I have to. Just listen. It did it again! Frick! I do not have I did not buy the album. I did buy the album, but I do not have it on the current device I'm playing, so there's always an ad in this part, and it makes me so mad. I'm sorry for being really quiet. I was trying to get it fixed, and now it's pissed me off. One, two, three, four! That is by far the best. I have literally listened to that. I'm never heard in any song, and I mean that to the most 100. Yeah, I mean that. I mean that to the most 100%. For the starting line, the way it gets an assignment to do a news report on Sylvia to bring her back to popularity. She was dying in stardom, but now she's back thanks to Janine. And it starts. Death Thrice Drawn. The album starts. This is the exact story from my knowledge, because the whole thing, the whole difficulty of it is that it can be in different perspectives. I'll explain later. I'll explain in the end. Janine's like, hey, I did this really cool thing for you. Isn't that awesome? You're famous now. And Sylvia's like, oh, shucks, that's really freaking awesome. Hey, you don't owe me, girl. It's all good. And she's like, yeah, you own me. And she's like, yeah. You're pretty cool. You're my best friend. And she's like, I'm in love with you. Do you believe me? Now, this may sound crazy of like what I'm saying, but that's basically what it is. I'm zooming through this because I'm going through the base story without giving my own personal flair of things. Because my own personal flair is where things go in. I'm just nerding out about the album. Do you believe me? It's all Sylvia. She's like, hey, you say you want to go somewhere. So do I. Do you believe me when I say I love you so much? That's basically it. Like just, hey, your light outshines every person I know. What other thing she says? I'm trying to remember. And also zooming in the lyrics. Do you believe me when I tell you that your light outshines every person I know? I need to catch up on some stuff. Sorry. Do you believe me? Do you want to go to the party? Do you want to do this with me? Do you want to blah, blah, blah? Sylvia's Descent. Starting off with the song Janine. This one, Sylvia finally got a chance to be alone with Janine. That's really freaking great, you know? That's pretty funkalicious. Here's the only slight downside. Normally, if you're like in love with someone in that type of obsessive manner where I owe you everything that I have right now, normally you don't share that. Sylvia shared that. Like, complete freaking idiot. Not an idiot, that was rude. But she shared that. She shared all of it. And how does... Hold up. And you may be wondering, oh, I wonder how Janine reacts. Probably with, like, utter freaking shock that, looks like this person I brought to stardom will do anything I say because she loves me. Yeah, there is no soul here. Obese. How dare you? How dare you call me that? No, I'm kidding. Obsession, pretty. That's what you meant. That makes more sense. Pygmalion. Pygmalion is a Greek philosopher who made a statue of himself, and he's like, dang, that looks so freaking... Not a statue of himself. He was like, dang, all these women are ugly. Let me make my own woman. So he built one out of a statue, and it was so freaking sexy, he fell in love with it and died because it fell in the water, and he tried to capture it, but it was made of stone, so he drowned and died. Janine's like, So we have this famous person with a lot of high power, that'll do anything I say because she loves me, because I did stuff just to make, her life good. I wonder how... Let me do that again. Life good. I wonder how I could take advantage of this situation. Yep. Starstruck. Starstruck is by far the most popular song in the album, and that's not me being exaggeratory. I misclicked the wall. It's all good. That's not me being exaggeratory. It is the most popular song. This and Community Gardens over there. For the basics of Starstruck, for the story-wise of what you would need to know is, Sylvia, you get me so starstruck. You're so freaking amazing. Hey, even though I want to control you and use you to my advantage, you're still amazing. Love you, girl. Bye. And then in the end of the album, it gets all freaking intense because Sylvia's like, well, yeah, I definitely love you. It ain't just strong likings. I love you. I'm going freaking crazy. This can't be normal. You're a vicious kid. In fact, in the let me read the exact words she says. After, she doesn't say this to Janine, but let me just read the exact words she frickin' says, because it is utterly awful. Please, just the scary jokes. Goodness gracious. In the end, Sylvia says, you are my one true believer. I am your timid ambassador. I'll talk you up, baby. Then they'll know you're the real thing. I'm gonna find you looming, turning the fog silver and alive. Oh, I could die under your sightless glow. And then it switches on over to, you promised me you'd never be my torturer. For such a nice girl, you'd sure do talk like a freak. Basically, she slowly raises. I'm gonna put the music back on. Just because it's probably really quiet for you guys and you probably want something to hear. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's probably super creepy when I was being really freaking nerding out mode. In Your Vicious Kin, the big gist to get from it, because I won't really explain story, more of the things behind it. Sorry about that. Sorry if it's not as crazy and grandeur as you all expected of me studying this entire album, but the also big part of the study is this. It's the actual set. It's what I see when I listen to the album. I know this probably doesn't mean much, but yeah, you will see. You're dumb. They don't know what the concept of love is. And in the big gist to get from this is Sylvia and Janine are acting like children when it comes to this whole love thing. Sylvia kind of deep didn't rush too far on this. Like, yeah, I literally just fell in love with you just because you did your job for me. That's no, you did your job. You did your job involving me. Like, that's freaking crazy. I need some time. I need some time out. Like a bit more headspace. I need to actually do this myself. I need to earn the stardom. Beep boop. Admire the architecture. Sylvia is back doing fancy superstar things. Also, it never specifies what kind of star she is. She could literally be a fancy pooper scooper and no one would know. Yeah, no one would know if she was a fancy pooper scooper or not. So, yeah. What I assume is actress, because in one of the songs earlier, Pygmalion, it mentions you're just a monster with a BFA, which is a bachelor's degree in fine arts. And I'm pretty sure you'd use that in acting and not pooper scooping. Admire the architecture. Sylvia's like, hey, Janine, can you house sit for me? And she's like, yeah, sure, that'll be fun. She's like, okay, bye. So Janine's by herself. Remember what I mentioned earlier about when you're by yourself and suddenly all the truths come to play? All the scary truths that you learned about yourself earlier all suddenly come back to you and you just start freaking out and going crazy and you assume the worst. Sylvia's Just a Dying Fad is a song about Janine totally roasting the frick out of Sylvia because, man, like, hey, guess what, Sylvia? You wouldn't be where you're at without me. So, also, the reason why that block is great is because there's no actual character singing. It's just kind of like a third-person perspective. That's Sylvia's Just Dying Fad. Janine, you're a tragedy. Janine looks at herself and she's like, man, this is all Sylvia's fault. I'm laughing because it's freaking hilarious to me because I've looked at this like, what could this be? This could be literally so many freaking things. This could actually, I know what I'm going to do. Woo! Yeah, really go somewhere. I'm going to play Sylvia's Just a Dying Fad. I always thought that, like, Sylvia's Just Dying Fad, Janine, or Tragedy was them two roasting the frick out of each other. Because I'm like, yo, that's pretty cool. Until I realized it's not them roasting the frick out of each other. It's just... There we go. Hopefully you guys can hear that. I'm not sure if you can. It's just Sylvia's... Poggers. It's just Janine, not Sylvia. It's just Janine talking about this entire situation. In the lyrics in Janine, You're a Tragedy, she talks about how Sylvia seems to be pushing it her way, and like there's other journalists out there, you know, doing their jobs of, you know, taking like paparazzis basically, and Janine's getting a little wee bit jealous. Like, hey, what the frick? Why you like posing, being all happy for them? What happened to me? When this is freaking Sylvia's whole thing. She has to earn this herself. She's gonna earn it herself. She's gonna do it herself. And Janine doesn't see that. In fact, there's even things that Sylvia's like, hey, it's fine. Babe, it's fine. Like in the lyric, what is it? When you send me your love from the podium, it does help to reassure. It does help to reassure a little bit when she's like, oh, to all my peeps out there, and Janine, thank you. Or like something in the lines of that, probably less creepy and stuff. I'm like, that's like, okay, yeah, getting jealous, that's not that bad. But the way she sees the jealous is the real big frickin' charm that I love to it. In the lyrics in Janine, You're a Tragedy, she says, frick, what's the lyric? I'm gonna look it up. Fall asleep with the TV on, Sylvia, my love. Also, fun fact, I did a full YouTube video about this already. Like a separate video and stuff, but it got deleted. Have you ever thought what it would be like to be cool? Not saying you're not cool, but I have an opinion. I'm not. Oh my gosh! Have you ever thought of what it would like to not be cool? Not saying you're not cool, but in my opinion, I'm not cool. Oh, I got a headache from that. What is that? What? You're cool. Hey, you're cool. I don't know what that meant, because there was a lot of things that broke my mind, but you're cool. If anyone tells you otherwise, slap them in the face. Unless it's you. Give yourself a hug. Everyone deserves a hug. Found it. In Janine, You're a Tragedy, some of the things that Janine morphs around is don't do me... yeah, here it is. In the lyric says, don't do me wrong, girl. Crap, I can't even score an RSVP. To the balls you throw for charity. Say I'll distract from all the tragedies. There's two ways to take this. One, Sylvia's like, oh, don't go to the charity ball. Because you'll distract from all the tragedy because you're awful. Or... what it's most likely being, don't go to the charity ball because you're so freaking amazing that everyone's going to just focus on us and not actually, you know, the whole charity event. You dingus. Yeah. Sorry. And then the other one, why do you crop me out of all of our pics? You make me call you through your publicist. It breaks my heart. Why does Sylvia crop Janine out of all of their pictures? Probably because in a Peter Parker type situation, you know, Peter Parker and Spider-Man kind of have a relationship. I wonder if they're the same freaking person. Except in this case, it's, Sylvia and Janine have a relationship. Maybe that's how Janine got her whole career success and skyrocketing with the whole Sylvia thing, you know? She basically piggybacked off of Sylvia, which will ruin Janine's career, which she doesn't want because Sylvia cares about her. And you make me call it through your publicist. If Janine picked up phone like, hello, who is it? And then it's Janine, I'm pretty sure a bunch of paparazzis are going to be like, ooh, cute. I assume. I know my survival is like so boring, but I've got nothing else to give. And if you came calling, honey, I'd come running back every time, although I'm a mess. Full disclosure, I am a monster. I hear you're still living as an emotional vagrant with bright red vacancy signs blaring in your mind. Yeah, probably. I don't know what that yeah probably is for because I don't know how far the playback is. I'm really sorry. I don't know what I did. I'm sorry. Not that one. Here, sorry. Emotional vagrant. Janine confronts Sylvia and is like, "Hey, you emotional vagrant. Vagrant is like vacancy, and emotional is like emotions. So you're open with revealing all of your emotions, except for the actual real ones. You're like a hotel room. Everyone just goes in and out, and you're just there with your fake emotions, and you're giving me those fake emotions that actually love me. So frick you." For the paparazzi party. Yeah. All right. Cool beans. And that really hurts Sylvia's feelings. So she's like, oh, I didn't know I was hurting you that much. I'm sorry. And like, she like freaks out, like full on confronts freak out. There's an entire like minute or so after Emotional Vagrant, which then streamlines into the one section I didn't give a chapter part to, which was Sleepyhead. Remember how I said that's my favorite start of the album? This is my favorite song in the album. This is my favorite thing it represents in the album, the actual story. Oh, can you guys? I'm sure you guys can hear the actual thing. This is the streamline slowly, Emotional Vagrant slowly going into Sleepyhead. It's here, and then... I'm gonna wear you down. Some days life's gonna wear you down. I'm gonna wear you down. Is this a musical or are you picturing this? This is not a musical. This is just an album. This is an album and that's it. The only visual there is the album cover. That's all I got. My visuals will be in another video because I'm still working on that. This is just merely the baseline storyline. And I had to explain those lyrics because Janine's descent is a bit more complicated than Sylvia's. Sylvia's descent is based on, oh, you did this really awesome, like this really freaking awesome thing for me. I love you. Maybe too much. I owe you everything. Maybe I should take a break. So she does. She doesn't break it off with Janine. It never says that at all. But she has to go away and actually earn her stardom herself. Janine's is a way more freaking complicated because it's the part I had the most trouble with compared to these two parts. The Pygmalion and Janine gave me the biggest headaches on what they meant, but Sylvia's just a dying fad and Janine, You're a Tragedy gave me the biggest headache of what they mean for the story. Because like once I figured out the actual words of those, I'm like, oh yeah, that's freaking easy. You describe it as a musical, you're good at describing it. Thank you. I imagine this as a musical. I imagine this all in my head, full visual image pictures. I would say go on Instagram to see the art, but I didn't post any, and I don't know the password to it anymore. Also, I don't have access to Instagram, so I can't even post any pictures of the art that I really want to send, so instead I'm going to put in the thumbnails eventually. Sleepyhead! Sorry. Let me see. Is the playback still working? Can you guys even see? I need to check that. Yeah, you guys can see. It's fine. I always have to check the playback. Sleepyhead is Janine's response to what she just learned with Janine. There's dust in the stairs. The mansion has the air of a tomb. She hardly leaves her room. Some days. Janine's locked herself up in her room. I have never been the type to go to church, and I have never prayed for anyone but her. But I pray for her each night, dreaming that it might catch her ear. I hope, my dear, life doesn't wear you down. Sylvia's not necessarily religious, but she does pray, knowing that it does help in some aspect, that she actually tries to help her, just her. The wind is rising, the sun is shining, the dawn is breaking, the world is waking. The church bells ring, the choir sings, let your people pray their sins away. Wait, are you getting copyrighted for playing this? I'm gonna have to test it one way or another. You feel so odd, so far from God. It's a new day happening. And it says, the days are dark, the lights are dawn, the heart is tired of being strung along. Get out of bed, you sleepyhead. It's another chance to start again. Please don't forget, I'm still your friend. Sylvia cares so much about Janine. And even though she's locked herself up, she's like, hey, I know all this bad crap's happening, but just know that I still care about you a lot. I care about you so much. I do so many things. I try to do so many things. Pog. Thank you, Froggy. Froggy eats orphans. Yes, I have to say the full name. Don't forget that I care about you so much. I love you. She doesn't say that. She says that you're still my friend. Seems like things are going really well for Sylvia. She's managed with the whole stress, the whole everything of dealing with the whole situations with Sylvia. Anyways, this is how the next song starts. Oh no. I love that. Just, oh no. Because now you get to see what the frick's been going on with Sylvia. And let me give you a clue. When a song starts off with oh no, and there are motifs with the oh no's in other parts of the things, I do not mean to hit enter. I did not know what you're talking about. Did you delete something? I didn't see it. When a song starts off with oh no, and it's a motif to other experiences where the feeling has been oh no, frick, I'm typing randomly on my tab. Oh, it's all good. Then, you know, something can't be good. The lyrics go, oh no, it looks like it's coming around again. Your vengeful parasite rearing its head, coming to tear us from our high. How long has it been since you held it closed? Seems like 6 blissful lifetimes ago. Ah, that's just how it goes. She refers to Janine as an it. The thing, the termite king. Remember when I mentioned the whole eating, like, something eating you from the inside out, the pink smoke and whatnot? Yeah, that's what this is. That's the termite king, slowly chewing away at the insides, regurgitating it all out. It burns me to the core, but I don't want to think about it anymore. It renders us so precarious termites inside of our walls. Gosh dang. I always hate to let down a fan, and this is really messing with my head. I keep zoning out on the set. Sylvia can't even focus at her whole job. She's letting down people. She feels like she's letting down people, and that feeling becomes a truth to her. How long will this follow you? It's so bitter that it's lost control of you, and it thirsts for your destruction. All it wants is just to see you die. All it wants is to fruity. All it wants is to just... All Sylvia's truth is that it just wants to destroy her. It disgusts me to the core. She hates it, but you don't have to think about it anymore because it renders us so precarious, termites in a wall. She's defenseless. She has nothing left, no more walls left. So what does she do? She goes to Janine. She's like, frick it, frick all this. I'm going back to the mansion and I'm gonna go see Janine and tell her exactly how I feel. But there's one slight problem. What Janine is experiencing right now. Do you think people are just kindness wells to suck dry? I hope you shrivel up and die. You can't touch us here. We're ethereal. You're just immaterial. You're just immaterial. You're nothing. You mean nothing to me, Sylvia. Sometimes when I do something wrong, I feel like I'm letting my family down. Do not feel that, PM. No. 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 You are not. The only person you're letting down would be yourself if you truly believe that what you did. Of course, if it is something that is truly bad, like murder. By the way, I do not condone any of my fans to murder. If you murder someone, unsubscribe. Just kidding. Don't unsubscribe. I'm going to regret saying that. If someone clip that and then post it like, oh, Pixelan wants murder. Don't murder. The whole definition of good and evil, which is another video I'll get onto with another music group, is really shaded. Did you say family transcended feeder or whatever his name is? I murdered someone. Froggy. Okay, Froggy gets the pass because I kind of expected Froggy to say that. I'm pretty sure you've said you've murdered someone before. Just... They were an orphan. Yeah, you eat orphans. I saw that. PM, it's... I'm not going to say don't feel bad, because if you don't feel bad, that's called no guilt, and guilt is bad. No, guilt is good. Too much guilt is bad. An excess amount of guilt is bad. Because the whole thing of guilt is it gives you a lesson. But if you don't learn... Dang it, Froggy. If you don't learn that lesson, then, yeah, more bad stuff will happen, and then even more bad stuff will happen. See, I'm not that good... I'm not surprised for me. I'm not that good at giving this kind of advice because, like I said, the best advice is from those who follow it. And as you will see later with the whole Asterix videos, I do not forgive myself, like, ever. There was one time where I did, but that all crumbled because, well, who knows if it was true? I think it was true. I've been told it's true, but I don't know. I hope it's true. I'm not the great at giving advice. I'm great at showing character. I'm great at showing characters. I'm a good mirror. That's what I am. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry I'm not good at explaining. Next song, No Leverage, No Pleasure. This is all from Janine's perspective. And this one has I just realized that my cat's gonna die. No, don't you dare. I'm not gonna finish that comment. You read it, the viewers in the future. No leverage, no pleasure is Janine's response. It's... Okay, I'm just gonna read it. I'm gonna try my best to not totally freak out with all this, because this is by far... This is one of the most... Whoa, that's freaking intense. I hope you can hear it. Lyrics goes as follows. I know you really must feel sorry for me. This is from Ginny's perspective, by the way. Because I just can't have a normal heart, and I get so deeply poisoned by love, so please don't go away and leave me with nothing. I have no leverage, so I feel no pleasure. How I can't have you to myself. How can I be happy? So please give me kisses and I won't break my promises. I can be a person if you give me the chance. I'm going to pause it because that's the best way to explain it. You must feel sorry for me because I just can't have a normal heart, referring to the obsession. I get so deeply poisoned by love, so please don't go away and leave me with nothing. Janine has attached everything to Sylvia, everything in her life to Sylvia, because in the words in Admire the Architecture, she doesn't like being left alone. She doesn't like being in the quiet, lonely, empty space because that freaks her out so much. She doesn't want to have time to think about herself. She wants to have time to think about other people, the people that she's doing reports on, and she gave all her focus and attention to Sylvia now that Sylvia has everything of her. I have no leverage, so I feel no pleasure. If I can't have you to myself, how can I be happy? Janine lost all leverage on the whole news reporter thing because she's nothing now. She feels no pleasure from it because in another song earlier in Pygmalion, she says, you know, it feels bad. Something basically makes Janine feels happy seeing Sylvia sad sometimes, like a sadist. So please give me kisses. I won't break my promises. I can be a person if you give me the chance. Imagine on the brink of death. You will give anything just to stay alive for just a little while longer. And the promise that Janine gives, so Sylvia won't leave, is I won't break my promises. I can be a person if you give me a chance. And the only request is please give me kisses. Please show me affection. Please show me love. Please love me. Yes, I'm ascending to a new low. Yes, I feel it sprawling out into everyone. Can you feel me gnawing away at your heart? And can you hear me when I scream? Oh no. And I'll play the chorus later, but I'm ascending to a new low. Yes, I feel it sprawling out into everyone. Can you feel me gnawing away your heart? That's a big line. Can you feel me gnawing away your heart? Similar to the termites. I can't play in third person. Similar to the termites. He describes himself as a termite, as a parasite. Ooh, spooky. I'm ascending to a new low. Yes, I feel it spiraling out into everyone. Can you feel me gnawing away at your heart? Oh no. I love you. 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 Over and over, the chorus is just the repetition of the words, I love you. Here's the reason why. I want all of y'all right now to say the words, I love you. Say it slowly. Say, I love you. And then, after that, say the words, I need you. What's the big difference in between the two? The big difference for me, someone who's preferably really good at animating facial expressions, so I know what I'm doing, is it's easier to say the words I love you than I need you, because love is just flicking the tongue forward to actually get the sound effect, and the rest of it is just pushing air out. The whole need thing involves moving the cheekbones backwards, which isn't easy for children to do, like in Your Vicious Kin. I should get the telescope, like in Your Vicious Kin. Children, there's a little example there again. It's not easy for them to say, I need you. That's why usually when a baby's first words, it's along the lines of mama and not papa or dad, because papa involves pushing air out, while mama it involves the littlest amount of air pushing. Well, papa involves pushing air, and dad involves moving the cheekbones a bit up to go dad. Moving the cheekbones back, not up, sorry. And then actually pushing air out and moving your tongue to create the A, the final A, and then the final D sound. You get the ad part. So dad. And there's mom. There's mom. Like that. I love you is easier to say than I need you. And that's what Sylvia means by that. And that's what Janine, means by that. She's not saying I love you. She's saying I need you. But the only thing she knows how to say is love. Because she doesn't know what she's doing. She's just saying love. For real. And then it continues on. How can you see you took over me? You hijacked my mind. Not that I want it back. I want you so bad. I know that it's sad. It's just how I deal. I can't help how I feel. Look, I have no doors. Torn through the walls. I've ripped up the floors. Laid waste to it all. I burned up my body. Now I have no body. Can I have you? Can you be all the things I need? And that's unhealthy. Bingo! Oh, can you see you took over me? You hijacked my mind. Not that I want it back. Janine Teresa says, hey, you took over me. You took everything from me. You took over my mind, but I also don't want it back. I want you to have it. I want you to use it. I want you so bad. I know that it's sad. It's just how I deal. I can't help how I feel. So Janine's not in control anymore. She's not controlling a dang thing that she does. She's aware that it's sad, that it's heartbreaking, but she doesn't care at all. She says, look, I have no doors. I have torn through the walls. I've ripped up the floors, laid waste to it all. I've burned up my body. Now I have nobody. Can I have you? Can you be everything I need? In the demo version, it says, and can you be all those things for me? Referring to like a little house. Can you be the safety that I need? Similar to Blood on the Concrete. When, in Blood on the Concrete, when Anna says... No, not Blood on the Concrete. In Catabolic Seed, where she says, I will protect you even if you can't protect me too. Similar to that line. But I think Liz changed it to be, can you be everything I need? Because she's also kind of slightly aware that there's a reason why she came back and completely negate everything that happened here in Wrath of the Termite King. It's because she's probably also a little bit broken too, but like she's going freaking crazy. Janine can't take it anymore. She's like, hey, hi, please stay. I need you. I love you over and over and over again. In Wrath of the Termite King, it mentions how it's bitten through all the walls. Just the walls. Janine has nothing. She burned up her body. Now she has no body. Can I have you, and can you be everything I need? Yes, I'm ascending to a new low. Yes, not new love. Yes, I'm spiraling out to everyone. Can you feel me gnawing away in my heart? And can you hear me when I scream? When I scream, and then the uh-ohs, and then I love yous. Yes, I'm ascending to a new love. I originally thought it said a new low, and she's like, man, that's really negative. But no, it goes even further, because, in the other one, it says, I'm ascending to a new low. She's aware that this is bad, but then she keeps realizing a bit more while she's telling Sylvia this, in person, by the way. It's a new love. It's not a new low. It's a new love, a new way to experience it. I'm just obsessed with you. I feel it sprawling out into everyone that affects their lives, which who in the heck knows who that is? Like, in their own personal matters, but like Sylvia said, it affected a fan because she was zoning out on the set. She wasn't paying attention because she was too focused on Janine. Can you feel me now? Can you hear me when I scream? I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. In the ending, the final I love yous, you've been streaming for 2 hours. Wow. Yeah, I'm very good at talking about this. Trust me, I told you, I have a lot to talk about. You could hear two different overlays happening, and that's another big thing. Another theme with each character. The way I was able to tell how each character is talking is the different ways that they sing. Sylvia is a lot more flowy in her matter, while Janine's a lot more choppy in her matter. If you listen to the songs and then actually follow the chart, that sounded rude. And if you follow the little chart I made, battery's low. Then hopefully that'll make a little bit more sense. Oh yeah, my battery's dying. Hold up, let me... Sorry I wasn't able to show the music earlier. I just didn't want to risk anything. But at this point, I just gotta. It's fun. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's a bit more choppy too. And in this endpoint, you can hear, and then this one's kind of like a mix of the two. At the endpoint, you can in the No Lovers No Pleasure, you hear two added voices. Well, not voices, two added themes to it. One of them is a bit more of a smoother way of saying, not smoother. It's smooth. It's literally, instead of being the I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Rick Ashley, if you want. Yeah, I gotta sleep. I'm sorry, Pavender. You could sleep, and then I'll still be here. Sorry. I'll try to zoom through this as fast as I can. There is a little quiet, slowly getting louder of saying I need yous over and over and over again. Always off beats, with the I love yous. So it is able to be heard. Magic League 2021. I'm pulling an all-nighter, I don't care. Alright, good luck, guys. And then the other one is I love yous in more angelic tones, similar to what it was in the demo, which I can't really show right now because it's getting really late. Yeah. In the demo, the I love yous, the I love yous were more in an angelic tone rather than in desperation, which is you kind of hear it because in the off beats with the I love yous and the I need yous, it sounds like she's taking another breath in, like she's like crying or something like that. She's playing it. Love you, I love you. And the repetition music again, the up, the down, the I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you. And she says it quiet. She says it quiet in more of a serious tone because they're both of them realizing it's not love, it's need, it's desperation, it's I need you. I need you, 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 I need you. And then it all slowly envelops in an utter chaos of just sound. And then it all goes quiet. And then continues on to the next song, which I'll just keep playing. Crushed Out on Soda Beach. This is like right after. There is no time in between. Because there is no time crushed. I'm looking up for the lyrics just so I could go back and then read it without saying it. I tried just burning the whole thing. Trying to catch up to the ground today. The decisiveness is such a foreign tenet to my psyche. It violently and immediately began to reject it. So I had no choice but to salvage the ravaged remains of our history. Oh, sorry, I got a bit distracted with this. Alright. Alrighty. I tried to just bring the whole thing to the ground today, but decisiveness is such a foreign tenet to my psyche. It violently and immediately began to reject, so I had no choice but to salvage and ravage the remains of our history. Janine's plans was to break it off. She would be like, alright, no more. Bye. It's done. It's over. But as soon as she saw this, she's like, oh my gosh. I can't. I literally can't anymore. I can't break it off. I'll kill her. And I don't want her to do that because I care about her so much. And then the next one, I'll just say, I danced with you in a nightmare. I was dragging you across the floor. The radio disrupted by some voyeuristic spirits. I could hardly stand under the weight of my little crush on you. And you so limp in my arms hardly helped. So all I could do was collapse under you. She had a nightmare about the other news reporters, about Janine getting so overwhelmed by it that she collapsed. like over the radio and stuff. That's why I said disrupted by voice. The radio disrupted. Yeah. And she couldn't keep holding her up. They couldn't hold each other up. And when you can't hold each other up, you both fall. That's why it's called descent. That's why I called it the descent. It should be the fall, but you know, I like descent better because it sounds cool. I'm gonna go. Great talking with you. Good night, y'all. Good night, Pavender. I'm sorry it was too long. You can see the end tomorrow. Sorry. Bye, Pavender. Sorry. Also, the musical tunes also goes along with each different little... It has a motif from every little thing, I think. It's hard to describe. I danced with you in a nightmare. I was dragging you across the floor. The radio disrupted by voyeuristic spirits. It violently turned under. And this thing, I will not describe what I see. I will merely describe the lyrics. And that is it. That is all I will do. I promise. So, I had a nightmare about a clown army taking over my street yesterday. Trust me, it's scarier than it sounds. I believe you. You called my bluff. I love you too much. Would you please stay with me? 'Cause after all is said and done, I want you here. Stay with me. I've showed my hand and I don't give a damn. Shut the door. Stay with me. 'Cause after all is said and done, I need you here. You can pause that there. You called my bluff. I love you too much. Would you please stay with me? She's giving her a choice. Would you please stay with me? And then, if not, then you leave. Because after all is said and done, I want you here. After everything that's been going through, I want you here. Stay with me. I showed my hand, and I don't give a damn. Shut the door. Stay with me. She keeps repeating those words, stay with me. Because she's slowly losing her cool. That's another thing. She's not giving her a choice. She's giving her the illusion of a choice because she already knows the answer. She already knows that Janine is going to say yes. She already knows that as long as she tells Janine that, hey, I love you and I'll give up everything over and over and over again because I don't give a damn. I just want you to stay with me. That there is just priceless. I don't know why I said it like that. It's just... How do I describe this? She's giving her the illusion of choice, which sounds bad, and it is bad, but let me get to the final song, and I'll tell you why it's not as bad. And then after all is said and done, I need you here. She uses that word too, need. I need you here. Because after everything in the end, I need you. Bets Against the Void, sung majorityly. My dreams are just happy nightmares, to be honest. Same. If I had a dream. The last song, Bets Against the Void. This song is sung... No, cool. This song is sung by Janine. And it once again has the little choppy manner that she has, but the little difference is that there's also a smooth tune going around. Things are changing. Things are adjusting. They both said that they love each other, so what happens now? She's happy. She's so happy. But she knows things are going to get worse. She knows things are going to hit a fall. She does know that there's going to be a descent of not just Sylvia or just Janine, but of both of them together. She knows that there is going to be a point where all of them crumble and that it's all over. So she thinks, these days, your light beams penetrate the sorrow skin that I've been living in till I wait for the piercing pain. Well, feel when your feelings fade. I feel so good today. The sun is just a cup of joy. I flip in bets against the void, imitating choice till I feel good again. I'll keep them in a tin can, and I'll have copper coins to spare. Janine is cautious. The sun is just a copper coin. I flip in bets against the void, imitating choice. She knows that she doesn't have a choice anymore. She wants to stay, she needs to stay, and she doesn't care. Till I feel good again, I'll keep them in a tin can, then copper coins to spare. She feels bad about that, but she doesn't care. She feels happy that she's just with Sylvia. She's just with her. She's actually did it. She actually made it with her love. Someone that she cares about so much, and someone who cares about her so much, but she gets doubts that someday, yeah, everything's gonna fall down, everything's gonna crumble again, but she'll have those coins to flip that she'll never use, because Sylvia will always be sure that she'll never need to use them again, because she's always gonna be sure that, hey, Janine, I'm here for you. I'll always be here for you. And Janine cautiously asks about it. Will you remember me when our spirits scatter off? And Sylvia says, I know I'm an artist, 'cause I just can't stand the thought that a love as beautiful as ours could be forgotten. Will you remember me when our spirits scatter off? Sylvia, will you remember me when eventually we leave and it all dies out? And Sylvia responds with, I know I'm an artist, because earlier in this song, You're Just a Monster of the BFA, Bachelor's Degree in Fine Arts, I know I'm an artist because I just can't stand the thought of that a love as beautiful as ours could be forgotten. Sylvia responds with, hey, it's never gonna end. It's just like the Marvel movies. It's never gonna end. Yep, it was all a joke about Marvel movies. Good night, everyone. No, I'm kidding. But it is Sylvia being like, hey, is this never, no, I'm never, I hope I say this right, never not gonna stop loving you. I will always love you. I'll always care about you. I'll always be here to take care of you, because if you're happy, I'm happy, and that is perfect. That is perfect. It's just the way they like it. As long as you're here, I can function like a normal person. And for Janine, it's the exact same. Nobody deserves to be gone. Nobody deserves to be. Exactly. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves to be alone. But in this context, the album always ends the same way. It always ends the same way. No matter which way you change, no matter which way you try to rearrange the words in every other part, it always ends with them two together. And that's why this chapter, this little section of the album, these last 4 songs, I've named, I don't know my telescope. Where is it? There it is. The most unstable love there is, or the most dangerous, or the most risky, or the most not love that there is. Because remember what I mentioned earlier, that love is I'm sorry. Do you remember when I mentioned earlier that you shouldn't have to change yourself for love? If it is real, good. type of love. You shouldn't have to change who or what you are. And during Sylvia's descent and Janine's descent, both of them changed who they are just for the other person. Now you might think that could cancel it out, but it doesn't. It really doesn't cancel it out. Two bads don't equal a good. They never do. Unless it's math, like negative numbers. Two bads will never equal a good. And it also applies to this too. Sylvia's deeply obsessed and is in deep need of finding a way to repay Janine for what she's done of bringing her career back, and even more importantly, bring her happiness back. Sylvia gets happiness from attention. She loves the attention. She loves being appreciated for what she's doing and what she's done. She loves that, like any other person, but it's just a little bit too much for Janine. And all Janine wants is to just be distracted from what kind of monster she is. Because full disclosure, I am a monster, a creature of despair, but that shouldn't be a cause for concern. Because it isn't a cause for concern for Sylvia. Because she doesn't care, because she's a monster too. Like, they're both awful. This is awful. This is one of the worst types of things that could ever happen to someone. An obsessive type of love where you just yearn everything for that person, to that person. But in the end, neither of them care. They both know aware of what they're doing is bad, but they're happy. And they'll be happy. Yeah, there'll be some hardships. Heck, earlier in the album, Janine mentions that any argument that they're in usually just gets cut off fast. And this song actually gets cut off fast, and she got suspicious, like, oh, is Sylvia like dealing with like other people, or does she just not care about me anymore? Or just like doesn't want to deal with me anymore? No, it's because she loves her. She doesn't want to argue because she cares so much. And that's freaking cute as heck. Need to fix this clock. Oh no, that's bad. Yeah, whatever. Alright, anyways. I saw it and it's whatever. Alright, well, that's basically what I got without, actually giving story. I'm gonna say thank you ever. Woo! How many comments we got? We got a lot of comments. We got me. Oh, interesting. The comments refreshed. Weird. So, thank you, Pavender. Thank you, PM Dolls. Thank you, I Eat Orphans. Or Froggy Eats Orphans. Thank you, Ladybug500. Thank you, Sanani Ryan. Thank you to... Where are you? I knew you were here. Thank you to Kaliash Betten for joining in. Thank you, all of y'all, for joining in. I freaking love this. This was a good stream. Woo! Thank you, seriously, so much. Thank you for letting me nerd out about all this. The album's sad. It is really sad. If you think about it that way. Or it could be really pretty, really nice, really peaceful. Like, oh, they found each other. It's so cute. I almost fell asleep. Well, sorry. It's sweet. There's a lot more to explain with it. Mostly because a lot more of it is visual in my perspective, and I can go fully nerd out. In fact, reference. Thank you for a great stream. Thank you. And yeah, that'll be all. Frickin' all. Thank you so much, y'all, for joining in. All right, I'm literally going to go play a freaking mobile game now because it's a daily type thing. And being completely honest, my whole plan was to play the mobile game at the same time of the stream, but I didn't want to do that because I'm like, I want to go bounce around. I think it'll be fun. You're a very great pog. Thank you all y'all for joining in, and yeah, bye-bye now, bye-bye now. I hope you enjoyed. I hope the scary truth and scary jokes makes a bit more sense now. The scary truth is it's whatever you make it. What game? Spoilers, BMO. Spoilers. Seriously, you're gonna get a video on it. Just you wait. Alrighty. Alright, bye. Oh, the stream's up. Let me just... Okay, how do I... All right, I need to do some fancy redstone tech. Hold up one sec. This always takes a while. Yeah, there's a new Minecraft thing actually where you could put a splash. Where is it? It's Turtle Master. There you go. Splash personal the Total Master, and you power it with a redstone block. You'll actually be able to end stream instantaneously. So I hope this works. And if it doesn't, my entire channel might get deleted. So yippee-ki-yay! Thank you everyone for watching. And yeah, I hope this video makes sense. If not, I'll do another one later, making it less chaotic. Bye. All right, editor. That's when you cut, and then you just instantly end stream. All right, cool beans. Thank you for doing that. I'm staying until you end the stream. Dang it! Shoot, editor, cut the feed, cut the cameras. I said shut it down. Shut it down.